please go ahead.
Skipper, tomorrow start the series with Pakistan. What do you say? South Africa preparation. You come before 3 days and not so much practice session in this ground, and you see the pitch. What do you say about this series?
Yeah, we've had the 2 practice sessions before the first game, but leading up to this we've had a few good camps back in South Africa. We had a camp over in Durban, which is known to be a bit more on the slower side conditions-wise. So yeah, I think that was a good prep to face a lot of spin. I expect Pakistan to bowl a lot of spin tomorrow, so yeah, we had some good prep against that.
Any other takers? Going once, I'm not seeing any hands up. All right, we'll move over to Zoom. Our colleagues online, thank you so much for your patience. It is your time now. Please use the hand raise function to ask a question. For those, thank you so much. Please go ahead.
Thanks, Lisa. How's it going? No, I guess this is most important to the prep that they're going to go to the UAE. If you had to identify maybe 2, 3 things that you think you need to work on or need to sharpen up before that tournament, what would they be?
I think the first one we'd like to sharpen up on is probably our fielding. I think that's always such a key aspect in tournaments like these. I think the best fielding sides often find themselves within the top 4. And then with the bat, I think last time we were in Pakistan, we scored around 150 in all 3 games and just didn't win all 3 of them, I think. So yeah, we've been chatting a lot about finding that extra 10 to 20 runs to hopefully put their batting side under a bit of more pressure. Yeah, and just tighten up a bit on our bowling plans as well.
Another question for those, or good?
Yes.
Yes.
Laura, in terms of your young split, especially now obviously you've got other spinners in the side, but it seems very exciting. I've not seen it myself. You get a shot at a game, or what's the plan around getting the integrated inside?
Yeah, very exciting young player. Hopefully she gets a game. I think that'll be awesome, especially if we have her in mind playing in the T20 World Cup, depending on how slow conditions are and how spin goes in those conditions. But yeah, I think it would be awesome for her to get a game within the series to get a taste of international cricket before we head over. But yeah, she's been very exciting. Faced her a couple of times in the nets, and I feel like she has a good control for such a young leg spinner. So very exciting for the future, and yeah, hopefully she gets as much game time as she can.
Awesome, thank you for those. Keenan, thanks for your patience, brother. Please go ahead.
Thanks, Lisa. Hi, Laura.
Hi.
Just speaking about the team and opposition on the side, just after you out to your final 11 or knowing that your final 11 for the first match of the World Cup?
I think pretty close. Obviously we have a few newer faces in the squad, 2 or 3 changes to what we had in India. So yeah, I think it'll be great for some of those younger players to get a chance just to see what they have to offer, especially with the spin. I think the selection of the squad, obviously with the subcontinent in mind, we've got a couple of young spinners in. But yeah, I think a lot of it also depends on the opposition on the day and where we're playing on the day. But yeah, I think we would be fairly close to having the final side in mind.
Thank you. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
And it just the conditions.
Oh, Keenan, we've lost you there a bit. The conditions?
But you expect that to be considered
What do we expect the conditions to be in UAE? Well, I think it's pretty much neutral territory for everyone, which is in a way a nice thing. But yeah, I think from what I've heard, it's a bit on the slower side. I was there for that fair break tournament a couple of years ago, and the pitches played all right, a bit slower than normal, but I think it was still a pretty fair contest between bat and ball. But yeah, I think as the tournament goes on, obviously just playing at the 2 venues, maybe spin will come into play a bit more at the end, which is what we had in mind with the younger spinners.
Thank you so much, Keenan. Obi, please go ahead with it.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi.
Just since the last World Cup, the T20 side doesn't let the best of our teams in the things that they've played. So I just wanted to know, for just the several plan is to get momentum and consistency as you do the World Cup.
Yeah, obviously the last time we were here and most of the time since then we haven't played our best T20 cricket. But I'm very excited for the series, mainly just to see how far we've come in the last year. I think it'll be sort of a great judge to see if the work that we've been doing behind the scenes is working, and the messaging that we've been speaking about as a group. I would love to see that sort of come through within the series, and for us to find that extra 10 to 20 runs and defend that extra little bit in the field. So yeah, very important series. Also just to get up and running again. Obviously we haven't played much since the India series, but yeah, very keen for us to get going.
Thank you. All good. Any takers for the last one before we wrap up? All right. Thank you so much online. Just one more question from the floor before we call it.
Last year is going to host their first ever tournament of any tournament. So what's your take on history books? We always talk about the team game. Second question, we always talk about the team game, but individually you have been named player of the year for soccer. How that much going to boost you as a captain for the T20 World Cup and this series particularly?
Yeah, obviously very special getting to play here. I think it's always awesome to be part of sort of a historic moment of being part of the first game at this venue, which I think is very special. And the awards, obviously very special, special evening. Didn't really expect it to go that way. But yeah, had a good season, and it was nice to sort of reflect on that season. But obviously it all starts afresh now. So I have to sort of start from square one and hopefully put up some good performances in the World Cup.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That is us for today. We'll be sure to send high-res audio and video ASAP.